Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali and today we have more information about the next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Ghosts, that will be coming out at the end of 2013. I have some seriously exciting, seriously awesome news that you guys are really going to like about this new game. But some of you guys may be thinking, what on earth is Call of Duty Ghosts? If you've missed my previous videos, I did a video last week showing off the box art and the release date for this new game. It was leaked last week on Friday. I did another video following up more information about when we're expected to get the very first official reveal and trailer for this game, which is literally in a matter of days. So make sure you've seen those two videos first and then come back here. But the new information I have for you guys today is very exciting indeed. So the initial leak and box art image that we got last week through the online retailer Tesco's showed off the new box art and information that basically gave us a very first look into Call of Duty Ghosts. That was the very first sort of leak we got. And then today, on Sunday, we've had another leak through the same site, and Tesco's updated the description of Call of Duty Ghosts and then quickly took it down again. I'm going to presume this was an accident, it didn't mean to go up, but we already have a print screen of it, so we've already got a description for Call of Duty Ghosts that contains some very awesome information indeed. I'm going to read through it to you guys and then break it down and let you know what's going on. So it reads, the franchise that has defined a generation of gaming is set to raise the bar once again with the all-new Call of Duty Ghosts. Published by Activision and developed by Infinity Ward, the studio that created the original Call of Duty and the seminal Call of Duty Modern Warfare series, Call of Duty Ghosts ushers in a new generation of the franchise, delivering a riveting all-new gameplay experience built on an entirely new story, setting and cast, all powered by the new next generation Call of Duty engine. Wow, so I don't know if you guys realise how big this is, leaving alone for the second the whole new setting and storyline and characters. We'll talk about that in a minute, but the single fact that there's going to be a next generation engine is massive for the Call of Duty series. This information and description was actually listed alongside an image of the Xbox version of Call of Duty Ghosts. There's going to be a new engine running for the current generation systems for the next game, Call of Duty Ghosts. This is massive. For as long as we've known, the Call of Duty engine has pretty much stayed the same. If you go all the way back to even Call of Duty 4, the way the game looks, the way the game feels, and the whole setup of the game is pretty much been a reskin each year with slight changes and adjustments to the multiplayer features and slight changes in terms of the graphical features, but there's never been a whole brand new engine. So the fact that later this year Call of Duty Ghosts will be based off of a next generation new engine is massive. The best way I can explain this is, rather than taking a car and repainting it each year, which is kind of what happens with Call of Duty in very basic form, the game doesn't change a lot in all honesty. It's like taking a car, giving it a new engine, giving it a new chassis, giving it a new set of wheels. So it's basically going to be the Call of Duty that we know and love in terms of the controls and the smoothness of the game, but everything's going to be kicked up a notch. It's going to be improved. Like, I'm just so excited for the idea of a new Call of Duty game being kicked off on a new engine. It opens up a load of possibilities, and the video I did last month talking about new movement features within the next Call of Duty game, where you can lean, you can slide and all of this awesome stuff, new movement features seem very, very possible now that we've got confirmation that the next Call of Duty game will be on a new engine, because I don't think those types of movement features will have been possible on an old engine. So that's really exciting stuff, backing up the information I told you guys within that video as well. Now I know a lot of you guys also want to know about the next generation consoles and whether or not this game will be on the next generation consoles. At the moment we don't know. There's absolutely no information out there confirming or denying it, because the next generation Xbox hasn't been announced yet, but of course on May the 21st that's going to be revealed, so I would assume some sort of Call of Duty announcement around that time, because at that point both the next generation Xbox and the next generation PlayStation will have been revealed, so Activision will be free to talk about next generation games basically. So wait until that date to hear more about that. But there's more information. If we go back to the description I showed you guys earlier on in the video, they say there's going to be new characters, a new storyline, a new plot, and this is interesting because if we look at the character on the box art, a lot of you guys have been saying in the comment section of my video, oh look, it's a Ghost mask, and Ghost being the character from the Modern Warfare series, but he died off in Modern Warfare 2. If I show a very short clip here, you can see him being shot in the chest and then he gets burnt alive, unfortunately. So as far as we're aware, Ghost is actually dead. But I have a theory, and I believe that the character we're seeing on the front of the Ghost's box art is a new character, because the description says it was an all new character set. He's a new character, but he's been inspired by the Ghost character that we knew from the Modern Warfare series. Perhaps he's his son, perhaps he's just someone that's heard of him through the military stories or something like that. He's been inspired by him, and he's donned his own Ghost mask, and he's been inspired to do similar things, similar actions, be as brave as Ghost, and it's basically following a new storyline based off of a sort of inspired character from the Modern Warfare series who is Ghost. That's my theory in terms of the single player, but there's been a ton of information from this video. New engine, hopefully news on the next generation consoles and whether or not Call of Duty will be coming to the next generation consoles, and of course my theory on the single player. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Lots of information. I'm sure in the coming days we're going to be getting a trailer, or at least more official confirmation about this game, so make sure you're staying tuned here on my channel to hear all of that information first. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate it when you guys do that, and share it with your friends if you think they'll be interested in this news, because this is very awesome stuff indeed. But if you haven't seen any of the videos on screen now, click on them to check them out as well, and you'll be taken straight to the video so you can watch them in a different tab. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.